was crit. He had the axe, but he also bloody didn't.
Radiant's bottom
3
tower
for 1.
is under attack.
It's movement from Zeus. He's still sort of hanging around this top part of the map. Looks like he's just a little bit scared of going to the mid now. The levels and farm that RTZ has. He's very cautious about going there on his own. RTZ nearly has armor complete top treads.
Farming it really. So is Zeus. The other 2 cores from Kinguin right now that I'm worried about.
Huge fine crit here with a wraparound. Caught out with a quick stun. Burst damage too high from Nisha. 4 kills now for King. So what do we got here? Slightly better win rate with the power treads.
Under 50.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, like I said, definitely a hero that has his flaws.
Play carry. What do you not like about it?
I think it's the whole sort of single targetness. That's sort of all he offers, and especially in a meta where you're getting your raises and such and heavy disables, it's very hard to play.
Here.
Laura trying to lead in. Lee Sash, exotic deer surrounding him, that pop epicenter as well. Beer will fall. Kinguin making some nice aggressive movements, getting the kills, but as you can see from the network, still the fact that the 3 cores of EG are farming the loop that keeps them slightly, but Kinguin certainly doing their best to sort of swing that round, punish the cores of EG, make sure they can close this gap.
Broky was always fond of saying, he's gotta die. Here.
There's the surprise and best spot onto the deer. Savage Roar ain't gonna work with a rage up on our tour.
This is one of the better lifestealer games because he's good against the lone druid and he's good against the Zeus and the ET. He's pretty much good against every hero in this game.
He is, it's a very strong hero. And you've got great heroes to play around, but you have got that bat that is going to be the vessel to get you in for those infest games.
Fortunate cast.
So we've got the death wall with an attempt on Fear.
Oh, you missed up.
Just off the mark there with that new lightning bolt. That would have been the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
Fear
is
will
under
get himself
attack.
away. Bottom lane, Patos.
Radiant's
Be careful, crit there over the tree. Taps on it. Sleep stone upon the creeps. RTZ still in front. RTZ can just turn for the kill. Crits there. The stun will actually miss. The Hex, of course, unmissable. Will come through from Crit. And he does apologise as well for his stun. That's a good boy, Crit.
If he mixed
And he apologises again.
if he accidentally hexed the creep, what would you have said?
That I would have. I don't know. I would have been speechless.
A weird defense though. The rest of his team wasn't coming.
No, the Castle just wanted to go in.
He TP'd down there, threw out the stun to alert them to the fact that he was down there, and then he tried to run. It's crazy.
Not quite in range there. Very close to having Misery off the back of that, but Misery keeps himself out.
Kill lens, by the way, completed on the Zeus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
What is the
attack.
build going to be overall finish? Lens, Blink, yours. You found this nowadays. I kind of like it when we see Zeus's go for the Axe Rush. Or do you think you still have to play it this way?
Somebody told me recently you have to go 8 to 1, or you should, because it's a better run-up item than going straight for the
Radiant's bottom tower is
going
under
straight for the
attack.
Agnes.
But do you like the fact that he's going into Lens, Blink, and Jules?
I don't know how much you need.
Radiant's middle tower
Because
is under attack.
he's going to play such an important role in this game that it's better for him to play very tanky for survival. I think he's making the correct decision.
Okay. Oh, top lane, the push comes through from Kinguin, and they were able to catch out Misery.
Also a very nice timed ult on Zeus, which spotted the lifestealer now right rotation.
So, what about a Hex? Finding time for RTZ to close the gap. And as we know, once RTZ can get his hands on the Elder Titan, this Elder Titan hero, it just gets absolutely destroyed by a lifestealer.
That's why people aren't, they were for a while like first 2 picking, but they felt like it was awkward because nowadays you can just open up with the lifestealer. I think RTZ accidentally cancelled crits twice, same thing. He walked right next to him to hit the cast.
Yeah, getting the money up. Still on good track to get the farm on the graph. Obviously, the fact that RTZ keeps getting these kills, it keeping this lifestealer very much at the top. 7k net worth on RTZ as he picks up Cancel once again. Crit should be in trouble. The bear chasing him down. Smel's actually there to back him up, but the root comes through. Does actually get the finger up before he falls, which will allow RTZ and Samad to get themselves a second kill, maybe even a third. If they look towards Ados, he has the burrow trap, but the sticky napalm slowing him down will set up for a third kill for EG around that area of the map. 4k lead now for Evil Geniuses. This lifestealer, we thought it was going to be a problem. So far, it really is looking to be that. He's 600 gold away from having Desolator on top of the arm that treads at 14 minutes. And once he's got these Desos, some of these heroes are going to die in 3-4 hits.
Yeah, this is starting to become such a pain for him. You see every single time, Castor's like, I will throw my stomp out and it'll do nothing, but what else are you supposed to do? You get chunked down, you only have 1,000 HP, he needs a 4 staff, he's never going to survive these engagements, not very close to it. He's got one component. But finding farm right now for him is a bit difficult. The other 2 cores on Kinguin really need some farm picked up. So that's why the Lifestealer as a counter to the ET is so good. Feels so miserable to play. Can't really do much. I think what Kinguin thought was that if they open up with the ET, that they would discourage the Terrorblade, because they were open for TV counter still. And so they said, okay, we're going to take this Lifestealer, or we're going to take this ET. EG, will they still pick Lifestealer? We'll find out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
On this top tier 1 tower, looking to continue to secure gold for Exotic Deers. It does closer and closer to that relic. Be about 3k gold with that tower gone down, but 15 minutes, there we have it. Lifestealer having the treads on the Desolator. It's got to be one of the quicker timings. We saw quick timings for Samel last time. I don't know if we get any stats for this. It might not be record breaking on the Lifestealer, but it's definitely fast.
You knew the Beastmaster one was.
Yes, you could just feel in that game. A Beastmaster should not have all those items 20 minutes in.
Yeah. Head up. How far is Misery, by the way, from the end? It's got it.
Very close. A lot of big items going after EG. And that Axe is just going to be, I mean, as always, it's always strong, but especially when you're playing against a lineup that's sort of relying on a Zeus. You know, you're going to have sort of the Zeus with the deep push, slowly spamming the enemy down. But the heal from the Cold Blast is pretty much going to offset the entire damage output of the Zeus on these defenses.
Yeah, to make it really difficult for them to hold the high ground. Okay, so here's how you should envision it, right? Oftentimes when you're playing Lifestealer, the problem is play against a Bad Rider or something like that, and you'll go up to high ground and you'll just start hitting the tower and you'll get pulled in. But if you look at Kinguin's lineup, they don't have the best way to spam out. It's a Zeus and an ET, but functionally, the Lifestealer doesn't care about either of those heroes. You're gonna get stunned up, but it's less of a core game right now than support. It's such an important support meta, and Kinguin can't do anything.
Here comes Samel, crit now, it's easy. Quick Axo jumps straight over Katso, ignoring him, going for the bigger kill. They find the Zeus, now they turn their attention to Katso. Perfect decision making there from EG. They see Katso, they immediately blink over him, know that he's watching over someone else, and they get 2 kills for RTZ out of that move.
Yeah, that's... I feel bad for Katsor. He's playing this kind of matchup. There's nothing for him to do.
I mean, it really does feel like the draft has been a huge issue for Kinguin this game.
If you can't enable your supports, the game's always going to be a little bit different. Of course, they still can hold high ground. Like if EG overextends this Lifestealer, does get ruined by the root on Lone Druid. So this game isn't over by any means. Not even close, but just from the early game perspective, it's very hard when your core position can't enable itself. When your cores don't enable your core position, then you're going to see games like this where the early game is very disastrous.
18-minute sags there for Misery. Kinguin will try and move out with the smoke. I mean, the question is, who are they sort of hoping to find off the back of it? Normally you want to find a core, but they even have the chance to kill a core. They're looking towards RTZ. They can get the insta-stun, maybe they do. They get the epi, the burrow, the death ward, everything down to RTZ, but he still gets the rotation. Now he turns with the double damage, starting to last step back up, but he has the infest as well. Jumps into crit to protect him from the death ward damage. RTZ will survive. Fear gets a triple kill. This game, it looks to be an incredibly rough position for Kinguin, as EG, I said it game 1, they have just turned up today and it really feels like nothing is going to stop the boys in blue from winning these games.
Yeah, it's more draft related than play, right? Like they set a really cool draft, a draft trap. Kinguin really thought the TV was coming, so like, okay, we'll open up with the CTV. Then all 5 of their heroes get countered by a life stealer.
This RTZ life stealer, because you say the pick and the play has been, it's been perfect from RTZ.
They had such a good, that was such a good gank attempt, but their heroes just aren't good against it. So now, when the game changes, it becomes about holding the high ground and hoping that EG slips up. It no longer becomes, okay guys, we have to go smoke and make play together. I think it becomes, alright, we gotta hold high ground and hope that exotic gear gets 6 slotted. And if he does, like, maybe we can catch them off guards. When our TZ, if he dies even once, he's gonna feed a lot of gold away.
I think that's the thing as well, is you saw exotic gear, you know, on the lone druid, sure, try and get those 6 slots, you can farm up, but obviously a lot of ways to look to play the game with the lone druid. Grab that split push, we'll hold that full lift mid lane, they'll jump in, they are able to get the jump onto crit, so they'll take off the line. But the split push that exotic gear is going to look for is going to sort of have the same problem as last game. You're doing it against a keeper high.
Yeah.
EG have ways to react to that split pressure.
And that's why I think Coddle's making like this resurgence. I don't know, like, we hadn't seen him in a while, but Liquid are good trendsetters in the sense that like they see these heroes like Nature's Prophet and Lundgren coming back. Well, you pick this Keeper of the Light, and he doesn't get punished by those heroes because they're inherently slower. If he can pull off Keeper of the Light and he just gets to play greedy, farm up and get quick ags, it's very difficult to play around that back.
It's, and I think as well, maybe looking at this game, it may sort of be obvious in another sort of sense, but maybe out of the Beastmaster and the Coddle, maybe you actually just found the Coddle.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
The Beastmaster, I can tell which one was the problem, but I think it's the Coddle's the larger issue.
Because it's more
Kinguin.
flexible, it works in more situations.
It allows them to aggro or play a very aggressive dual lane, and then Misery, it puts the pressure on you. Oftentimes, like, you get this with cores, right? Like, you pick an anti-mage and the enemy team will do something about it. But Keeper of the Light functionally is the same in that regard. A team like Liquid abuses it the most when they just have H, and you know he's getting farmed, and you're afraid of it the entire time. And this guy's gonna pop out of the jungle with a support sub 20-minute Aghanim Scepter and win all the team fights for his team.
G now just taking objective after objective with minor repercussions really, as Kinguin, they are trying to sort of knock on that tier 1 down bottom, but the majority of the team, they're back in the base. They are preparing to form some sort of a defense, and you know it, there's just straight up confidence from EG when they're starting to push onto the tower. It's not even daytime.
They need to wait for it in TZ back. Because they still want to use this Aegis if possible.
Gold is a great conductor.
Finally, he has that force up. Yeah, so maybe we'll be able to survive if he gets caught on the front lines, but the damage that's going to be coming out from EG's lineup is some Y on RTZ as well. It's questionable whether Katsu will be able to live in the midst of it all. Kinguin, they are smoked. Now hovered around the mid lane. There is a DD here for the taking, but really any heroes that are amazing at utilising it on Kinguin's lineup at the moment.
Your EG, you even mind running into King.
And I think, you know, EG as well, they knew that something was going on. They were grouped up as 5. They saw that their top lane was pushing into the base of Kinguin and no one was there to defend it. EG not going to get caught out by those sort of movements.
.1 minute left on the Aegis. Doubt they get high ground, but he's just being wants to cut the wave for the lead. I've got a gem now on the Keeper here. The vision game is going to be so impossible for Kinguin. Because their Zeus can't leave the base. He doesn't feel very safe doing so. But Kinguin are doing a really good job. They're cutting the waves with the lone Druid Bear. And Patos is playing very aggressively. Because he knows that he can't play safe. He just has to force these engagements somehow. Sumail, he's got a gem, remember.
Yeah, we'll look for the chase down to Panos. And as you say, Panos almost forced having to play like this, but inevitably will cost him his life some of the times that he does so.
Yeah, he has to do that. Because look at what happens. The rest of his team gets to have a little bit of farm. You can't just sit with this lineup inside the base and hope to win. You got to take these kinds of risks. If they come and gank you, it means it's info for the rest of your team to play a little bit greedier.
Oh, they're looking to find the bear. Ooh, Stone will be off the mark, and they find the Hex, can't quite. The bear will survive. Anisha does now have his
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
complete. We're seeing very hard for the Zeus to really have an impact. The Lifestealer is the big issue. Zeus doesn't really do much. He gets the Lifestealer. GG take themselves another tier 2 tower. It is daytime, so they will look to push up to the base, and here comes the real test. How do Kinguin deal with this?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spam out with Zeus. Hope for the best.
Swinging for Misery though, as we can see, just keeping EG at full health. Raging, hitting towers, soaking up the heals.
If they had a different hero that could abuse when Arteezy's rage is down, it'd be a different story right now. But because it's an ET, you can just rage, hit the high ground, then walk away. It's doing that every time.
Exotic Deer is still trying his best with the push. He is going to be able to find that tier 2 down bottom. Base slowly getting torn away from them. Easy once more, and he goes. That will be the tier 3 complete.
Run away, Siege Creep.
But look at that mid lane. Look at the bear. It's dragged all the mid creeps all the way up to the top behind the Roshan.
That's what they need to do.
It's not even the bear, sorry. It's an illusion that he picked up.
Beast. Oh, what a beast. He also put the Radiance
onto him before doing the illusion. He's a smart man. Exotic Deer is really, he's doing everything he can this game. Give Kinguin that chance, but the question is if it's enough.
I want to highlight to that. I really like the way that this guy plays, because it's really easy if you're in this position, take like note of players, to just hit neutral creeps in this situation, but like you have to put pressure on the map.
Yeah, he's in the lane, so
yeah, you have to take the risk to push out bottom, then cut the wave mid. This is what you need to do when you're behind, and Misery might just get caught here.
And indeed,
that's a gem.
There. Burst, they're bringing in Ali's Ash as well to make sure the Misery will fall. Death or down, no messing. As you say,
nice
that is gem.
How do you make it?
Top shrine has fallen.
One step at a time.
And on his Aghanims now, of course, Anisha. Halfway there, mid low, jump in onto the bear. Got the link with Arteezy, they've certainly got the damage. And it's taken down.
This bottom lane being shoved in though, they gotta go back for it. I like this setup too. They're assuming only one hero will deal with this at bottom, and they're hoping that, because there's no Keeper of the Light alive, that there's no engagement that can be forced by EG, but the wrong hero is there for them. If it was a Razor or Sumail, they would make a move on that. But as soon as they see that it's Arteezy, they just give up on it.
They see complete Exotic Deer. Once again, sort of similar situation that England were in game 1, where EG do have this pretty sizable lead. England do have wrap potential, EG have ways to answer it. And somehow Kinguin be able to outplay EG in this sort of situation. True test of skill here for inside.
EG smoke up. Matches the timing of Roshan too. Question is
on Razor as well for the push.
Yeah, for Kinguin. Try to, if they do go for a Roshan, do you test it? Here's EG, do you even wait?
Team it. They are certainly thinking about Roshan. They will get worried about their positioning with the Thunder God's Wrath. So Kinguin is probably aware that they were heading towards the pit. Kinguin not really in a state to come and contest it. They do, because certainly Custom Lies, they spot it out, they pop down the stomp. But they really want to get in there. That's all, does find the courier here, but it's a bit of a bait. The shield comes down to the courier will be safe, Sumail's there with a grab, and Cancel will pay with his life. Instantly buys back though.
They're gonna fight for this Rosh, they have to.
They've got a good position with the smoke, but look, Misery heads up to check things out, just get caught out straight away by the Burrow Strike. Maledict's Death Ward will finish off Misery. Start to hit into Fear as well. Fear backs off. The Stomp not going to quite catch him as he forces himself to the side. But this is Kinguin getting EG out of the pit. Exotic Deer will find a tier 2 Sumail and Arteezy jumping though. They look towards Cancel. They get one. They're going to get two. They're going to get three. Arteezy is just too big on this Lifestealer as he picks up a triple kill. Top lane still getting pushed. Fritz going to be there as the answer as he will hex up the bear. And EG should be able to at least finish off the Roche. They're not doing it that fast. Of course, Lifestealer are not the best at taking Roshan. Despite how farmed he is, as Arteezy getting a little low, playing on the edge here. Quick rage, wounds, they turn, and EG will get the Roche. They'll get the Aegis, they'll find the cheese, and all crit. Whoa!
He immediately apologized.
He did, yeah.
Kinguin, they take it in good stride.
They give it a good
guys.
Yes, Roshan, cheese in the hands of EG. Buyback also expended for that attempt to ram Roshan, but as we're seeing, they do keep making space for Exotic Deer. Yeah, he was able to force out that fortification, so if he gets round again...
Oh, nice Savage Roar. That isn't enough to save him. I don't think so. So Sumail's on the hunt. He knows.
And they're looking for both of them. Got the lockdown onto the Lone Druid himself, surrounding Exotic Deer in the trees. This time his split push will be put to an end. G continuing to assert their dominance this game and keep advantage.
They're gonna go high ground here. They're gonna recall RTV. He's pushing all the focus. All the gets cancelled. This might be an opportunity for them. He doesn't have Aegis.
He's got the rage though. Turns towards Nisha and he does have the cheese. He's such a hard target to get in, but with the rage wearing out, jump straight into and out of the siege creep. At least actually going for the TP out, but he just gets two-shot by this Lifestealer.
He's killing everyone.
He really is. This Lifestealer pick has been absolutely devastating. And it just makes the game look impossible for Kinguin's heroes to play.
Yeah. That was a really nice dodge though from the stun by hopping into his best. He pops out. Matched that timing really well.
But now bottom lane. They're pushing in, there's no Lone Druid for 10 seconds, no ET for 15. They're trying though.
The Sand King
can't get the jump in. Has the epicenter whip. Yeah. Let's take the Maledict down the Burrow Strike the Faith. They've got the Sandstorm and the Death Ward down. Fear getting brought down quite low. Death Ward as well will force Arteezy to back up. Shouldn't be quite enough to pop Fear. Fear should be, I say should be safe. It's going to be very close. We'll just be safe enough. At least it pushes EG away. Kinguin will hold. And they are still yet to lose a barracks. They're keeping their barracks alive.
now.
Radiant's bottom
Village
tower
Shrine.
has fallen.
Night trims day.
He's walking around with 5k gold, ready to spend it into whichever he wishes. Nisha does nearly have the Aghanims. Good gold away until he has that. Sure, Arteezy shouldn't have to care too much about it, but the little backliners, they can start falling very low if the old cloud gets popped above them. Bottom lane, EG, ready to come in again. On the side though, look at this battle. Actually finds out Sumail. Sumail will force himself back. The cask sent out towards him as well. Arteezy standing on the front line. The rage, looking for that Rax, and they'll get the range Rax with the Aghanims on Fear. They're pushing down the second set with that Eye of the Storm. Bow Strike comes out onto Arteezy, but the immediate jump from Sumail will be dodged by Nisha. Same time up top. They're looking for that split push. The Bears coming in. They know that EG has the full 5-man down here. Exotic Deer's being careful though. Now that EG have sort of backed away from that bottom lane, he's got to be very careful if they do start to back up. And EG, they just know that they can outpush any sort of split. They start putting pressure in onto the middle set of racks. Exotic Deer gets a bit of damage done onto this, but Sumail's there in time with the blink forward, has the Yules to cancel the initial TP. Exotic Deer will still try his best to run himself away from this. They use the bear back. Arteezy will turn his attention towards the bear. They're just interested in keeping Exotic Deer himself alive as the bear will fall. Arteezy gets another 300 gold. Exotic Deer still hiding just out of the range of this vision, but now They see him. They're close enough for the vision. Can they close the gap? Samel there as well. They're chasing this man down. Pados comes in with a bro play, moves forward, forces Exotic Deer down, and that will make sure that EG can't close the gap. So they will keep that lone druid alive.
Very nice save there. Nisha even using his Aghanim Cloud Nimbus to save him.
He'll be action pro for the course now. Nisha, as well as you say. They ain't trying to go with the burrow strike, but great command. Easy will dodge it. Goes straight to the racks. He's a little scared though. He's playing very careful now. He knows that the full 5-man is here. It's time for the defense. Exotic Deer included, but Fear he'll stand on the front lines with the Eye of the Storm. Takes down a second set of racks. EG now 18k gold lead here for the side. Bears trying for it. Again, fortification is forced out.
You get Mega Creep though, doesn't matter about the split push, because there's still a tier 2 in mid, so at worst you would trade a set of racks for Megas. And that's the position that EG is trying to put Kinguin under. And Kinguin, to their credit, are doing a very good job.
I mean, as we're seeing, Kinguin are seeing that despite any sort of advantage against them, they're very good at holding on. It's just that little bit of potential that they need to swing these sort of games around that's very hard, and this time, as we've been saying, they've feels like they sort of made it harder for themselves with their lineup. These sort of pushes from each just going ultimately punished. Shaw was saying Exotic Deer is finding a little bit in terms of getting fortification out or finding a big tower, but he needs so much more at this stage of the game because the rest of his team are finding nothing out of these.
There's a lot of orange dots there. They gotten too many kills lately.
As well, 35 minutes of the game, no surprise really that RTZ has not died. We knew that it would be a problem trying to kill this life stealer, and it absolutely has. They just no way kill RTZ unless he outplays himself at this point.
Yeah, that was the move at top though was really nice.
Once again, and they go. He's trying to get in, he's gone straight in with the cast, but RTZ turns towards him, takes it. There will be a fortification here from Kinguin, but EG just continues to move in. Pados does come in with the burrow strike, but RTZ, he'll turn with Samel's backup. EG is just ripping Kinguin apart. The mega creeps around. Exotic Deer is trying for the split push, but as you say, there's no amount of split push that can outdo the pressure and the lead that EG have had this game. 25k network lead. They're off the tier 4s. He's trying. I mean, he's giving it. They got ways of getting back, EG?
Yo, their tower's dying really fast right now.
Exotic Deer
Doesn't have a TP, but okay.
Okay, he's keeping the game open. He's keeping the game open.
He took that tier 4 really fast.
If Exotic Deer wins this game, I think,
Shave our heads.
there's going to be an Amber Bulldog watching somewhere that is going to be absolutely losing it. If this lone druid can win this game,
They're hunting him though.
they are, and they found him. He'll go for the Savage Roar, but now he knows that they're upon him. He's trying to juke himself out of there, but the vision's there. They've got the slow from the open wounds, the control from the lasso. As that will be Exotic Deer gone, and he's down for 70 seconds. Does not have buyback, so if EG can group up, push down a lane, this game will surely be over.
Yeah, but the real hero is still alive. Bear.
That's true. But that axe, absolutely true. It's still going to be some of that split pressure. Glenn, very careful with the bear at the moment. Wants to make sure that EG aren't sort of still in the neighbourhood. Pados tries to go with the lead in for the burrow strike. Can't quite catch Samael. Samael on his turn. He jumps in. He's found Ellie Sash. Maledict will come through, but Ellie Sash gets beaten down upon by Fear and Samael. Bottom lane, that bear. Can he really do it? Can he hold the hopes and dreams together for all the Polish fans out there?
Let's go Bear.
She's on the hunt. Oh, damn! Those Jews. Where's that?
Those pretty good.
Midlane. The tier 4s are in shambles. Exotic Deer's back in 10 seconds. They're trying to spam out EG Kinguin. But again, with the Eye of the Storm of Pados, he's going to make a go for it with the epicenter. Does bring Finn down to half health. The Earth's going to come through, but RTZ rages, moves forward on the capsule. Capsule forces himself back, but they've lost Pados. Cast gets thrown out, Smell. Fuel's up in the air. They have got the control. Savage Rose well from the bear. Trying to push EG back, but the Static leads out. The bear falling low. The bear goes down. Will be resummoned. They look towards RTZ. RTZ rages. He's biting into the bear. They're trying to get the bear back to base. Will the bear survive? He won't. The bear's 300 gold there from the side of EG. As RTZ takes down the Witch Doctor. They're falling apart. Kinguin. EG will almost certainly secure this victory. GG is called. EG take the series to, and they will be the ones moving forward for ESL 1 Katowice. I mean, as we've said, these guys